So central angles and arcs. Oops. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay, so a central angle is an angle with a vertex at the center of the circle. Sketch a little picture. Here's the center of our circle. And there's our angle X. That is a central angle. And then an arc, that is part of a circle between two endpoints. So from here to here, that is what would be our arc. So the relationship between the central angle and the arc is that the measure of the arc is equal to the measure of its central angle. So if we have a circle, say the central angle is X, then we also know that its arc, this piece from here to here between these two endpoints, would also be X. So really basic, we have, say, we don't know what this angle is, but we know that the arc is 48. Well, then we know that that angle X is also 48 because the arc is equal to the central angle. Okay, then we have harder ones like this, where we know that the central angle is 120 and the arc is 4x plus 60, and we need to solve for x. So we know that the arc is equal to the measure of its central angle. So we'll just set up an equation. Then we know 4x plus 60 equals the central arc, or the central angle, sorry, which is 120. And then we have to solve for x. So we subtract 60 from both sides. Those eliminate. We're left with 4x equals 120 minus 60, which is 60. Then we need to get rid of the 4, so we divide both sides by 4. And x equals 15. Okay, once you're done copying the notes, go ahead and take out your workbook and open up to page 33. And then you keep your notes handy in case you need them. So we need to find the measure of the arc or central angle indicated. Assume that lines which appear to be diameters are actual diameters. So we're trying to figure out this central angle. Well, we know that the arc is 105. We said the central angle and arc are equal to one another. So then that angle would also be 105 degrees. Number 2, we're trying to find this arc right here. Well, we know that its central angle is 65 degrees, which means that the arc would also be 65 degrees. Okay, so go ahead. I don't think you guys really need me for this. This is really simple. So Rick, can you do 3 and 4? Jaden, 5 and 6. Elijah, 7 and 8. Jasmine, number 9. And Jade, number 10. Okay, Rick, what did you get for number 3?
Number 3, I got 118 degrees.
Very good. Yep, its central angle is 118, which means its arc is also 118. And for number 4, what's this angle?
Number 4, I got 60 degrees.
Very good. Thank you. Jaden, what about 5 and 6?
For the first one, I couldn't really see it, so I guess the answer will be 56.
Yep, very good. The arc is 56, which means the central angle is also 56. And then we need to know this arc.
And that will be 125.
Very good. Thank you. Elijah, number 7. What was this arc?
135.
Very good. And number 8, what was this angle?
45.
Excellent. Jasmine, number 9, what was this arc?
40.
Very good. And Jade, number 10, what was this angle?
And what was it? 130.
Very good, thank you.
Wait, yeah.
Okay, so now that we understand their relationship, let's go ahead and do the harder ones on the back where we have to solve. So we know that the arc is equal to its central angle. So we need to set up our equation, remember? So we have 29x plus 7 is going to equal the central angle, which is 123. So we need to get x all by itself. So first we get rid of the 7. So we subtract 7 from both sides. Then we get 29x equals 123 minus 7, which is 116. Then we need to get rid of the 29. So we divide both sides by 29, leaving us with x equals 116 divided by 29, which is 4. And then I'll do one more. So we have 19x plus 12 is going to equal the central angle right here, which is 145. So 19x plus 12 equals our angle of 145. So we would subtract 12 from both sides, leaving us with 19x equals 145 minus 12, which is 133. We divide both sides by 19, and x equals, let's see what 133 divided by 19 is. Which is 7. Okay, any questions on how to solve for x?
No.
Okay, so then I'm going to assign you guys, let's see, we have 8 again, and there's 5 of you. So let's have, Rick, can you do 13 and 14? And then Jaden, number 15. Elijah, number 16. Jasmine, 17 and 18. And Jade, 19 and 20. And then we'll go over them together. So I'll give you guys like 5 minutes to do your 2.
So wait, I'm only doing number 15, right?
Yes, can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And then again, just chat, send me a message in the chat if you're stuck, if you need help solving.
My bad, but which one did you say you wanted me to do again?
Elijah, I think you were number 16, so you just have 1 since we only had 8. Okay, so you have about 1 more minute. Let me know in the chat if you need more time. All right, looks like we're ready then. Okay, Rick, can you go ahead and walk me through how you did number 13? What's the equation you set up?
And so for the first one, I did x plus 110 equals 105.
Excellent.
And then for the next step, I canceled out by subtracting 105 minus 110.
Okay, so you subtracted 110 from both sides, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So
And then
then,
that got me x equals -5.
excellent. Very good. And then number 14?
And so number 14, I did -1 plus 15x equals 134. And then I did, I took the number 1 and put it on both sides.
Very good. Added 1 to both sides. So then we're left with 15.
And then that was 15 divided by 134, or 135.
Very good. And so what did you get for x?
That one I got 9.
Excellent. Thank you, Rick. Any questions on number 13 and 14?
No, not really.
Okay, perfect. All right, Jaden, number 15. What was your equation and then how did you solve it?
Okay, so for the equation, I got 11x plus 14 equals 135.
Okay,
And
very
then
good.
I subtracted 14 from, of course, above, under 14 and 135.
Very good.
And then I'll get 121. And then divided them both by 11.
Okay,
And then I'll get 11, x equals 11.
so I think you just missed the negative. So I'm not sure from the very beginning. I think you might have missed the negative 11x.
Yeah, I actually
Okay.
did.
Yep, so once you throw that in, then you'll just end up with negative 11. All your steps were correct. You were just missing that little negative. Very good. Okay, Elijah, what about number 16? What was your equation?
14x plus 11 equals 95.
Very good.
And then I subtracted 11 to both sides,
Excellent.
and that got me 14x equals 84.
Very good.
And then I divided 14 by both sides, and I got x equals 6.
Very good. Thank you, Elijah.
Mhm.
Any questions from anyone else on 15 and 16? How we got that? Okay. Jasmine, what about number 17 and 18?
I'm gonna put x plus 115 equals 115.
Very good.
And then I subtracted 115 on both sides.
Yep. Sorry, can you say it again, Jasmine?
X equals 0.
Yep, x equals 0. Good. And then what about 18?
I did 14x minus 6 equals 106.
Very good.
And then I added 6 to both sides. And I got 14x equals 112. And
Very
then I divided 14 on both sides, and x equals 8.
Very good. Thank you, Jasmine. Anyone have any questions on 17 and 18? All right, we'll move on to 19 and 20. Jade, how did you do 19 and 20?
Okay, so I did 40x minus 3 equals 157.
Very good.
And then I added the 3 to the 157. And then I got 40x equals 160.
Very good.
And then I got x equals 4.
So once you divide by 40, yep, x equals 4. Very good. Jade, and then what about 20?
I did 17x plus 1 equals 120.
I let her sit there.
Good.
Daisy, no.
And then I subtracted 1 from 1, and then I subtracted from 120.
Probably do.
And then I got 17x equals 119.
Very good.
And then after that, I divided both sides by 17, and I got x equals 7.
Equals 7. Very good, Jade. Thank you. Any questions on 19 and 20? Now we got x equals 4, x equals 7. Okay, very good. You guys have mastered central angles and their arcs. All right, so then we'll move on to our next topic for the week, which are inscribed angles and intercepted arcs. Did everyone get this copy down? I'll leave it up there for just a minute in case. If you already have it, you can go ahead and switch back to your notes and we'll take our notes on inscribed angles and their arcs. Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll go ahead and go to our notes. We'll talk about inscribed angles and intercepted arcs. Okay, so an inscribed angle is an angle inside the circle whose vertex lies on the circle. So it'll make more sense once you see a picture. Okay, so this is our inscribed angle. So its vertex is on the circle. So before, remember, it was at the center of the circle. An inscribed angle is actually on the circle. And then we have the intercepted arc, which is the arc between the two endpoints. So that right there is our intercepted arc. And the relationship between inscribed angles and the intercepted arc is the measure of an intercepted arc is 2 times the measure of its inscribed angle. So here's our inscribed angle, which is x. Its arc is going to be 2 times that, so it would be 2x. Okay, so let's look at example 1. If the inscribed angle is 42, then we know that its arc is going to be 2 times that. So to find x, we're going to take that angle, which is 42, and multiply that by 2, which means it is 84. The arc right here would be 84 degrees. Okay, so that's the most basic, and then we'll have some more problems where we need to do some solving. Okay, so we know that our angle is 60 degrees. Our arc is 10x plus 20. So we're going to write our arc, which is 10x plus 20, but it's not equal to 60, right? It's equal to 2 times x. So we have to write 2 times our angle, which is 60. So don't forget to double it. So then we have 10x plus 20 equals 2 times 60, which is 120. And then we just solve for x. So we're going to subtract 20 from both sides. 10x equals 120 minus 20, which is 100. We're going to divide by 10. And we see that x equals 10. Jose, give me just a second and then I'll go ahead and zoom out so you can take a picture of the notes really quick before we jump into the assignment.
Thank you.
Yep. And then once you're finished copying these, go ahead and open up your workbook to page 35. Okay, here you go, Jose.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so page 35, we're going to practice what we just learned about inscribed angles and their intercepted arcs. So we said that the arc is double the angle. So, well, if we're calling this x, x is half of 120. So we take 120 and we divide it by 2, which means this angle is 60 degrees. For number 2, again, we are given the arc, which is 140. So to find this angle, we need to take 140 and divide that by 2, which means this angle is 70. Okay, and then sometimes they look a little bit more complicated, but all you want to focus on is the arc. So there's our arc, and then here's the angle. So that line doesn't affect anything. You don't even have to think about it. So our angle's 110, which means, or sorry, our arc is 110, which means our angle is going to be half of that. So we're going to take 110 and divide that by 2, which means that angle is 55 degrees. And then here for number 4, we have this angle and its arc is 120. So we take 120 and we divide that by 2, which means this angle is 60 degrees. Okay, and then we have 6 people here now, so I'm going to assign each of you one. So let's see. Jaden, I don't know if Jaden's back. Are you back, Jaden? You had to step away for a minute. Okay, so let's have Elijah do number 5. Jasmine, do number 6. Jade, do number 7. Rick, do number 8. And Jose, do number 9. And I'll do number 10.
Am I only 7?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have any questions or you want to check your answer, you can send it to me in the chat before we go over it.
So wait, we're just dividing everything by 2, right?
As long as you're trying to, if you're trying to find the inscribed angle, then yes. But if yours is finding the arc, then you're going to have to multiply by 2. So only the people that have number 5 and number 8 are going to have to multiply by 2. Arcs. Oh, but then also like number 9 is an arc. So that one you're going to be doubling. So it depends which one you're looking for. So if you're looking for the angle, you're going to divide by 2. If you're looking for the arc, you're going to multiply by 2.
Still 10. On number 10, would I divide by 2?
So you're looking for the arc, which means the arc is double the angle. So that one you're going to want to multiply by 2.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep, good. Okay, so Elijah, what did you get for number 5? What is the measure of this arc here?
Okay, hold on one second.
Elijah, are you there?
My bad. Sorry.
No problem.
I got 424. Is that right or wrong?
So the arc is just 2 times the angle. So I think you might have multiplied by 4, but you just need to multiply by 2. So it would just be 106 times 2, which would be 212.
Oh,
So it's just double the angle.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Elijah. Okay, Jasmine, what about for number 6?
I got x equals 110.
Good, and how did you do that? How did you get that?
55 times 2.
Yep, 55 times 2, which is 110. Very good, thank you, Jasmine. Jade, number 7.
Um, 111.
And how did you get that?
By multiplying it by 2.
37 by 2?
37 times 2.
Okay,
Great.
what do you get when you multiply 37 times 2?
111.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, yeah, 407. I accidentally added. Oh, wait, I did something.
So 37 times 2 is 74. So it'd be 74.
What? Okay. I got kind of confused.
Dumb idiot.
So as long as you just know that this is double, right? This arc is double this. So that means you just have to multiply it by 2. So the arc's always 2 times the angle. So you just do 37 times 2, which
Okay.
is 74.
Okay, I get it now.
Okay. Rick, what about number 8?
So for number 8, I multiplied 88 times 2, or 88 degrees times 2,
Very good.
and that got me a 176.
Excellent. This arc is 176 degrees. Thank you, Rick. And then Jose, what about number 9?
For number 9, I did 46 times 2,
Very good.
and I got 92.
Excellent. So this arc is 92 degrees. Very good. And Jaden, what about number 10?
Okay. So since I don't really know what I'm doing, I did 30 times 2, and I got 60.
That's right. Our
Okay.
angle's 30. We know the arc's double that, so we multiply that by 2, which means this arc is 60 degrees. Very good. Okay, any questions? Because we're going to be moving on to a little bit harder. We struggled a little bit here. No? Okay, so let's flip to the back where we have to do some solving. So we know that our angle is 7x plus 6. We know that our arc is 96. So we need to set up an equation. There's 2 ways you could do it. So you could either multiply the angle by 2. That seems like a little bit more work to me. Or you could just divide the arc by 2. So I would divide this by 2, which would be 48. And then we know that 7x plus 6, our angle, equals half of this arc, which is 48. Any questions? I know about how I got this equation, why I did it equal to 48 and not 96 before we solve? Nope, we're okay. All right, so we have 7x plus 6 equals 48, so we need to subtract 6 from both sides. We're left with 7x equals 48 minus 6, which is 42. Then we solve for x by dividing both sides by 7. And x equals 6. Okay, then for number 12, we have 4x plus 5 is our angle, is our central angle, or sorry, our inscribed angle. And then our intercepted arc is 90. So if we want to set them equal, we're going to need to divide our arc by 2, which is 45. So then our equation would be 4x plus 5 equals 45. So that's the hard part, just setting up the equation, and then we just solve. So we would subtract 5 from both sides. 4x equals 45 minus 5, which is 40. Divide both sides by 4. And x equals 10. Okay, any questions on how I did 11 and 12? You guys ready to try them on your own? Okay,
I'm still a bit confused.
okay. Which part, Jade?
Yeah, it's really kind of confusing.
Okay, so let's kind of go back to here. So you just have to remember that the arc is 2 times the angle, right? So if the arc is 140, then the angle is 70. So if the angle's x, our arc's always 2x. It's double this angle. Okay, so that's the main thing. You have to understand that. Then once you understand that, you can always figure out what the angle is or what the arc is. So let's say we have a circle. Here's our angle. I'm going to say this is 35 degrees. So then, Jade, what would my arc be? What's this piece right here?
Would it be 35 also?
What did we say the relation? Did we say that they were equal?
Um,
We just said, well,
yes. Yeah.
if the angle's x, then the arc is 2 times that. It's double.
Oh, it would be 35 times 2.
Right. Which is
70.
70. Okay. So when they're equal, I think we're getting it confused with what we did earlier. It's only equal if it is a central angle. So if the vertex is in the middle of the circle. So see the difference, this one's on the circle, the angle, whereas this one, it's in the center. The vertex is in the center. So if this one was 35, then you're right. This arc would be 35. But see how the angle's placed differently?
Yeah.
So if it's on the circle, the angle, then the arc is going to be double that. Jaden, let's do another one. So what if this arc is 100? What's this angle going to be?
50?
It's going to be half of that, right? It's going to be 50.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now we have to use that when we're solving for x. So 16x plus 1, it doesn't equal 130 though, right? Because this is 2 times this. So we have to divide this by 2 to figure out to make these equal. So this would be 65. So 16x plus 1 is equal to half of this arc, which is 65. Does that make more sense a little bit?
Yeah.
So when the angle's on the circle, you're just always going to have to divide the arc by 2 to make it equal to its angle. Or you could double this, but then you have to distribute, and that's a lot more work than just dividing the arc by half.
It makes more sense now for me.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'll do these next. I'll do 13 and 14, and then I'll give you guys each one. So 16x plus 1 equals 65. So we have to subtract 1 from both sides. 16x equals 64. We divide by 16. And x equals 4. And actually, rather than doing 14, because 14 is just like 11, 12, and 13, let me do number 15. Because this one, they moved. So now our arc is 11x plus 7, and then our angle is 31. So now I'm going to confuse Jade again. 11x plus 7 isn't equal to 31. That's equal to 2 times 31. Right? Because we know this arc is 2 times 31. So we know what the arc is. The arc is 62. And now we can solve for x, because 11x plus 7 is going to equal 62. So then we would subtract 7 from both sides. And so we get 11x equals 55. And we divide by 11. And so x equals 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it. So Rick, can you do 14? Jaden, 16. Jasmine, 17. Jade, 18. Jose, 19. And Elijah, 20. And I think Jasmine, though, you have to go, right? It's 11. So if you guys want to stay on, we can try to finish this page. If you need to go, you're free to go.
No, I already explained to my teacher. She said it's fine if I come in a few minutes late.
Oh, okay.
I can't really see number 16. It kind of looks a little blurry.
Oh, okay. Here, let's see. Everyone else has theirs, so is that better?
A little, yeah.
It's 4 plus 32x.
All right, for sure.
And then 50.
All right, for sure.
And then message me if you need help in the chat.
Just letting you know, I kind of already did the whole page. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I already understood it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good.
So wait, I'll divide the angle by 2, right? Or
Okay. Let's see. Jaden, what number are you working on?
number 16.
Okay, so number 16, so we have the angle, which means the arc is going to be double that. So you're going to want to do 4 plus 32x equals, but the arc is 2 times our angle. So it's going to be 2 times 50.
Okay, I think I understand now.
And then go ahead and solve.
Would it be the same for my problem too?
What number?
18.
Number 18. Yep, you're going to have to multiply 45 by 2. Yep, and then 44x plus 2 will equal 90. Okay. Do you guys need more time? Are we ready?
I think I'm ready. I really don't know.
Even though, Jaden, I think, didn't you have 14? I think I gave Elijah 16, right?
I think you gave me 14.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I think you gave Rick 14 and then you gave
Oh, I
me
gave Rick 14. Okay. They shuffled you guys around on my participant list. Okay, let's see. Okay, and now Rick's back at the top. Okay, Rick, how did you do 14?
Oh, there it is. I was about to say that I'm on the top, but it was glitched for a second. So I did 2x plus 14 equals 88.
Okay, did you do something and you just solved 2x plus 14 equals 88?
No, and then I canceled out the 14 by adding it to the other side. So it'd be
Okay.
minus 14.
Okay, the only thing is we want to divide the arc by 2 first before we solve.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then it would be 2x plus 14 equals 44.
Yes, that's what we need to do first, since this angle is going to be half of the arc. So 2x plus 14 would equal 44. Good. And then you said you subtracted 14. So 2x equals 30.
And then you just divide 2 by 30 to you get x equals 15.
Very good. Thank you, Rick. Any questions on number 14?
No.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, Jaden, number 16.
All right. So first I did 2 times 50 and I got 100.
Good. So 4 plus 32x equals 100.
And then I subtracted the 4 and then the 100.
Yep.
And I got 96.
Very good.
And then I divided them both by 32. And then I would get 3, x equals 3.
X equals 3. Very good, Jaden. Thank you. All right. Elijah, number 17.
Didn't you ask me to do number 20?
Oh,
I
okay.
have 17.
Sorry. I was doing it in the order that Zoom had you guys listed, and it seems to switch. Okay, and now my screen stopped sharing. Hold on.
I can still do number 17 if you want me to.
Nope, that's fine. No, let's have Jasmine do it, but let's see. It just closed my my overhead projector thing. And it doesn't want to open back up.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. Let's see. Share, leave back. Okay, you guys can see my screen again, right? With the okay, so Jasmine, number 17.
Okay, first I multiplied 60 by 2.
Very good.
And then I put 12x plus 12 equals 120.
Good.
And then subtract 12 on both sides. And then you get 12x equals 108.
Very good.
And then divide by 12. And you get x equals 9.
Very good, Jasmine. Thank you. Any questions on how we got 9 for number 17? Okay, who had number 18? I'm not going to guess anymore.
Me.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. What did you do?
So first, I multiplied 45 times 2,
Yep.
which was 90.
Okay, very good.
And then I did 44x plus 2 equals 90.
Good.
And then I subtracted 2 from both sides. And then the 2 canceled out. And then I got 44x equals 88. And then x equals 2. Or I divided it by 44 on both sides. And then I got x equals 2.
Very good. Thank you, Jade. And then Elijah, you said you had 19? Nikki?
No, I had 20.
Oh, you had 20. Okay, so then Jose, 19?
Yeah.
Okay,
First, I did 90 divided by 2,
good.
and then I got 45. Then I did 4x plus 9 equals 45.
Very good.
Then I subtracted both sides by 9. Then I did 4x
We might have lost Jose. Jose, are you there? I think we're losing you. So I'll just go ahead and finish. So 4x equals 45 minus 9, which is 36. Then we would divide by 4, and x equals 9. Thank you, Jose. And Elijah, number 20.
I got 7x plus 9 equals 100.
Very good. So you divided 200 by 2. Good. To get 100. Excellent.
And then subtracted 9 to both sides. And then that'll equal 91. So 7x equals 91.
Very good.
And then divided 7 to both sides. And x equals 13.
Very good, Elijah. Thank you. All right. You guys have any questions? Okay.
I think I'm good.
All right. You guys did excellent today. All you have left for the week, we did all the week's work except your checkpoint on Friday. So you just have the checkpoint on Canvas and
I
your
also wanted to let you know about the Unit 7 test.
yes. So you'll notice I just went in and excused you everyone from that because I didn't want you guys starting behind. It was inputted late by our course designer, and then when I was trying to, it's called syncing in Canvas, syncing it over, it wouldn't sync over, and so then I had to ask the technology director, and she was out of town, and so she didn't do it until Friday night. And so I just went in and excused you all from the Unit 7 test. So you don't have to worry about that. So you'll just start fresh this week on Unit 8.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So worked out nicely for you guys, the little issue there.
All right, for sure.
Yep. So you guys you're pretty much done for the week. Just you can go into Canvas and do that checkpoint if you want, and then you're done. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. Have a good week.
Bye.
You too.